What if the future of New York wealth is not being created in Manhattan? What if it is being built quietly in Queens? For decades, the world viewed Queens as the place where people started. A stepping stone. A first chapter. But something unexpected is happening. The families who once came to Queens with little more than determination are now building something much bigger than financial success. They are building influence. A small restaurant opened by an immigrant family decades ago becomes a respected local institution. A modest storefront becomes a business pass to the next generation. A neighborhood built through sacrifice becomes a destination shaped by culture, creativity, and investment. The story most people miss is this: immigrant communities are not waiting rooms before success. They are where success is created. The first generation builds the foundation. The next generation builds the future. And the most interesting part: many second-generation Chinese American entrepreneurs are not trying to leave Queens behind. They are coming back. They are returning with technology skills, business knowledge, global networks, and new ideas. They are investing in the communities that helped create them. That changes the traditional definition of success. For decades, success meant leaving your old neighborhood behind. A better address. A more prestigious location. A bigger name. But a new generation is asking a different question: what can I build here? That is a powerful shift, because the new definition of luxury is changing. Luxury is no longer only about owning something rare. Luxury is creating something meaningful. It is owning the business your parents sacrificed for. It is building a company that carries your family's values. It is creating opportunities for your children. It is preserving your identity while competing on a global stage. The ultimate symbol of wealth may not be what you buy. It may be what you build. This is why Queens deserves more attention. Manhattan represents established power. Queens represents emerging power. Manhattan has centuries of influence. Queens has momentum. Here, entrepreneurs are creating businesses. Families are building generational wealth. Young professionals are bringing back ideas from around the world. Communities are becoming economic and cultural ecosystems. The next generation of wealth will not only be measured by who owns the most expensive apartment, it will be measured by who creates places where people want to belong. That is the part many investors overlook. Real estate is not just about buildings. The most valuable neighborhoods are built on emotion. They have stories. They have identity. They have communities that people feel connected to. A luxury tower can be replicated. A culture cannot. The Chinese American success story is entering a new era. The first generation asked, "Can we survive?" The second generation asked, "Can we succeed?" The next generation is asking, "Can we shape the future?" That is the transformation happening in Queens. It is not simply a story about immigration. It is a story about influence. It is a story about how culture becomes capital. It is a story about how family sacrifice becomes generational opportunity. The biggest mistake people make is looking only at where wealth is today. The smarter question is, where is the next generation creating wealth tomorrow? For years, New York looked toward Manhattan for the answer. Maybe the next chapter requires looking somewhere else. Toward Queens. Because the future of New York may not be built only by those who already have power. It may be built by those who are quietly creating it. If you believe the next generation of influence will come from unexpected places, what neighborhood do you think the world is underestimating today?